May I please have your attention? The ceremony will begin shortly. Please be seated and make sure to turn off your cell phones. Today's program will begin with an academic procession made up of administrators of Temple University, Japan, honored guests, and faculty, followed by the graduates. We are broadcasting the graduation ceremony live online. On-demand viewing will be available on the TUJ website after the ceremony. Please pass this information to family and friends who are not able to attend the ceremony today. To prevent the spread of COVID-19, we ask that all family and friends of the graduates please clap for applause only, but refrain calling names, shouting, or cheering. Family members who live in the same household may sit next to one another, but otherwise, we ask that you leave sufficient space between your seat and others and practice social distancing at all times. Please contact us if you test positive for COVID-19 at any time in the next 2 weeks and let us know where in the auditorium you sat today. We may need to provide the names and the contact information of attendees to the healthcare authorities in such a case. Finally, in case of an emergency, please follow the instructions given by the staff. Please respect social distancing and wear a mask at all times while in Hitomi Hall. 本日はテンプル大学2021年度卒業式においでいただきまして誠にありがとうございます。まもなく開始となりますので、お席にお着きになってお待ちください。なお、式の間、携帯電話の電源をお切りいただきますようお願い申し上げます。音楽が始まりますと、まず学長、理事、ご来賓、そして教授が入場し壇上に上がります。その後、卒業生が続きます。盛大な拍手をもってお迎えください。卒業式の模様は本学ウェブサイトよりライブ配信しております。また、式後にはオンデマンドのビデオでもご覧いただけます。ぜひ、本日ご来場いただけなかったご家族、ご友人にお知らせください。新型コロナウイルス感染拡大予防のため、お祝いの気持ちは拍手のみとし、声を出したり、名前を叫んだりする行為はお控えください。同居されているご家族の方は一緒にお座りいただけますが、他の方とは十分席を空けてください。万が一、今後2週間の間に新型コロナ陽性と診断された場合は、座席の位置も含め、本学までご連絡ください。本日ご来場いただいた方の情報を保健所等の公的機関に提出する場合がございます。また、避難経路をご確認いただき、地震、火災発生時には係の指示に従ってください。瞳ホール内ではソーシャルディスタンスを保ち、マスクの着用をお願いいたします。では、開始まで今しばらくお待ちください。
the national and the United States. Everyone rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please be seated. My name is Matt Wilson, and I am the Dean of the Japan campus at Temple University. Graduates, welcome and congratulations. Today, we are gathered in formal convocation to celebrate you. To begin our program and to put us in the Temple spirit, I would like to introduce the Chief Academic Officer, also known as the Provost, at our main campus in Philadelphia, Joanne Epps, to provide you with some greetings. Due to the pandemic, unfortunately, Provost Epps is unable to join us in person, but she did want to participate in this special event.
Hello, TUJ. Hello, Tokyo. Hello, friends and family watching and listening around the globe. Congratulations, family, to all of our watching and listening around the globe. Congratulations to all of our 2021 TUJ graduates. I couldn't be happier to join your friends and family who are celebrating your achievements today. Clearly, this last year has not been the year we would have imagined, but your having hung in there and persevered means really you are ready for anything. I wish I could be there with you. I wish I could congratulate you. I wish I could smile at you personally and wish you well. But please know that from the long distance recording in Philadelphia, I am wishing you all the best in your future. We know that you are going to do great things. You are going to honor Temple. You are going to go out and find the parts of the world that need fixing and lend your talents to doing that. So I want to join everyone else today to thank you for being a part of our family, for being the students and graduates and alumni that we know you will be. We are enormously proud of you. We're excited about your future. I can't wait to see what you're going to do when you go off to conquer the world.
Thank you, Provost Epps. The bond that we share with our main campus is truly unparalleled. Although our students and graduates here in Japan will forever be part of the TUJ family, official degrees come only from Temple University based on the authority granted by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So, on your journey to graduation, you have been supported and surrounded by parents, spouses, friends, significant others, and loved ones who have supported you. In many cases, they have sacrificed and worked to help you achieve your degrees and obtain your dreams. So, graduates, it's appropriate that we begin by having you acknowledge your family and friends. Graduates, please join me in welcoming all of the guests, your family and friends who are here in person, and those that are joining us virtually, with a round of applause. Thank you to all the family, friends, and loved ones who are out there. Before introducing all of the members of the platform party today, I want to recognize our distinguished faculty who are here with us. They too, on a daily basis, have supported you along your journey. Faculty, will you please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Today, we are honored to have members of our Board of Overseers who are here with us on the stage. Behind the scenes, they work to better TUJ. They offer their expertise and insights on behalf of you and the institution. They represent us well in the community here in Tokyo, throughout Japan, and beyond. And although all of the board members were not able to join us today, I would request that they stand and be recognized as I call their names. Chair of the board, Midori Kaneko of Amazon Japan, Mark Davidson of Amway Japan, Etsuo Doi, Foley and Lardner Law Firm, Jason Highland, BioNexus, Paul Kuo, Edinburgh Enterprises, Yoshio Murakami, the New York Times International Edition, Hiroyuki Tsutsumi, Philips Japan, Akiko Yamakawa, Vanguard Lawyers Tokyo, and Toshiaki Yokozawa Asahi Iko-Keri. Thank you. Others who provide constant support to our students and place students first, representing the faculty and administration on the stage, will be introduced at different parts of the program today. We sincerely appreciate their efforts and their time on your behalf, and we look forward to greeting them later in the program. So graduates, here we are today to celebrate you. Congratulations again. You have studied hard. You have made incredible sacrifices. You have achieved your academic goals. today is your day. So it's a day for you to reflect on your achievement. As I mentioned, being part of the Temple University family means that we are the final leg in the commencement journey. In Philadelphia, about a month ago, the 134th commencement of Temple University kicked off, where more than 10,000 graduates received their degree. The celebration continues here today with approximately 200 graduates joining us in person and several hundred graduates more hopefully joining us virtually online. Graduates, today is truly a milestone for you and for TUJ as an institution. Through great effort and perseverance, you have seized opportunities to broaden and to sharpen your thinking, to expand your worldview, to attain professional and personal growth, and to become educated citizens. Going forward, you will have even greater opportunities to thrive, to contribute, and to serve because you have obtained a degree from Temple University. You should also know that you are the primary reason why the university exists. And we thank you for entrusting us with your education. We sincerely hope that your TUJ experience has proven that you chose wisely. Personally, I predict that it will bring you great success going forward. And I don't do that just as the head of the Japan campus, but I also do that as an alum of Temple University myself and someone who studied at TUJ back in 1997. My Temple education has served me well, and I encourage you to go forward proudly, proclaiming that you are a graduate of one of the top universities in the world, one that's ranked among the top 350 universities, among tens of thousands of universities, something that is truly, truly something that you want to be proud of. Today, we would like to continue our program by having a representative from the United States Embassy provide you with some greetings. During the course of TUJ's 39 years of history, we've relied on the unwavering support of the U.S. Embassy here in Tokyo. And we've been honored to have considerable support in almost 40 years. Ambassadors and diplomats in the U.S. State Department, based here in Japan, have been our advocates. Members of the U.S. government have represented us abroad as well. So it is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Nicholas Hill, the Deputy Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo, who brings you greetings. Mr. Hill.
Thank you. You know, the last time I delivered commencement remarks was in my previous assignment. I was in Bosnia. I was charge, and I went up to deliver remarks at the American University of Bosnia. And promptly after I finished, the president of Republika Srpska tried to get me kicked out of the country. So I hope that I'll do better today. I didn't mention him by name, but the theme was, I was talking for the most part about corruption, and he took it personally. So anyway, that's it. Good afternoon. I'm honored to join so many proud parents, friends, and faculty today to celebrate this momentous occasion and to offer my congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. I would like to thank Temple University Japan's Dean, Matt Wilson, for his kind invitation to speak at today's ceremony. Graduating university is no small feat, and to do so during these unprecedented circumstances is an achievement worthy of the highest praise. For well over a year, we have lived with heightened uncertainty in nearly every aspect of our lives. Now, as you graduate, you will be advancing to a new stage of life amid that uncertainty. But fear not. These moments of transition in our lives are always accompanied by some degree of uncertainty, and with that uncertainty comes opportunity. Whether you are pursuing another degree or beginning a career, you will be adapting to a new life just as the entire world is adjusting to a new normal as we begin to recover from this pandemic. You will have a fresh perspective and the chance to shape the expectations for future generations. Indeed, my colleagues and I at the U.S. Embassy are quite invested in the impact you will have on the future. At the Embassy, one of our primary missions is to foster and deepen the people-to-people ties shared between Japanese and American citizens. It is these ties that form the foundation of the U.S.-Japan alliance and ensure that our partnership will continue from one generation to the next. As a mission, we firmly believe that educational exchanges fulfill a leading role in cultivating these vital personal connections. Be it through study abroad or programs like you are graduating from today, our higher education institutions offer students the opportunity to develop international experience, language skills, and cultural understanding necessary to bring our two countries closer together. In that sense, everyone here today is making an important contribution to enriching our bilateral relationship, and for that, I sincerely thank you. Discussing recent pandemic-related anomalies, each year more and more Americans, discounting recent pandemic-related anomalies, each year more and more Americans are choosing to study in Japan. I am certain we can attribute a fair share of this to the excellent programs offered by Temple University, Japan. We are proud to have Temple University representing the United States as the oldest and largest foreign university in Japan, and we are grateful for your contributions to broader educational exchanges. As you take your next steps into the future, I hope each of you will reflect upon the unique experiences provided to you by Temple University and conscientiously work to bring people closer together in a similar way. Congratulations once again to all the students, parents, faculty, and administrators on this momentous day. Enjoy your celebration and best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. During the course of your time at TUJ, the faculty have invested time, effort, energy working to educate, elevate, and uplift. To put it in student terms, probably to do a lot of grading, and to do a little bit of teaching, actually quite a bit of teaching. I truly appreciate our faculty and everything that they do for each one of you. They have touched your lives. They have enabled you, empowered you, and they've provided you with tools that will be part of you for a lifetime. As a result of their contributions to you, we use commencement to highlight not only their connection and relationship with you, but also to recognize excellence. So I would now like to ask our Associate Dean, George Miller, to present the Undergraduate Teacher of the Year Award for 2020 and 2021. Dean Miller.
Thank you, Dean Wilson. It is a great pleasure and a great privilege to work with the group of educators and scholars that make up the TUJ faculty. Working closely with our academic advisors and the other student support staff, our faculty perform exemplary service by helping our students at TUJ qualify for and satisfy the unique and challenging curricular goals. At the same time, our faculty are researchers, they are writers, and they are creators. They're publishing articles and writing books, they're making films and music and crafting incredible visual art. Many are the go-to commentators in the global media for everything from politics in the Middle East, graphic arts, cultural anthropology, and human psychology. This year has been especially challenging, and it has been inspiring to see how our faculty have stepped up to the task and to the challenges of the global pandemic. It is an honor to call them colleagues. Thank you to our faculty for all that they do. They are truly the backbone of our institution. This year, for the 21st time, we are presenting the Undergraduate Teacher of the Year Award. The recipient of this year's award has been selected by the students who were polled each semester. And the students, the votes were tallied and accumulated for the end of the year. In addition to the certificate, the Teacher of the Year Award includes a cash prize of 100,000 yen. The very deserving recipient of this year's award, who doesn't know that he's about to receive it, is Erhan Selçuk Hachimeroglu. Merhaba, abi. Thank you very much. This is a huge chunk. It's hard not to tell you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean Miller. I will now call upon two of our outstanding graduates to represent their peers in the graduating class of 2021. Our first speaker today, representing the undergraduate students, is Naomi Sanyika Goff-Moore. Naomi joined TUJ as a transfer student from Seattle Central College in Washington State, where she earned an Associate of Arts with a concentration in psychology. She has spent 2 years here in Japan exploring artistic expression, peer mentorship, and teaching cross-cultural and doing cross-cultural research. Today, Naomi graduates with a degree in psychological studies, which she will apply to her ongoing work in youth mental health. Naomi currently works as a research assistant under the guidance of Dr. Mado Machizawa at Hiroshima University's BMK Digital Cognitive Neuro Research Lab. Naomi.
I just needed to start by saying it's really weird to not have my mom like hollering in the audience right now. I know that she would have literally echoed in this chamber. So I know you're watching and I hear you in my head and I love you. But anywho, so thank you, Dean Wilson, TUJ staff and faculty, hold up, honored guests, and our friends and family here to celebrate this cherished moment with us. I know I am not alone in having loved ones who cannot be here physically today due to travel restrictions or other limiting circumstances. So, for those of us who are absent or joining us from afar, know that your love and presence is felt, and we deeply appreciate you all. When I reflect on my 6-year history in higher education, I notice I have a knack for experiencing university the hard way. My first shot at university, 18 and fresh out of high school, a sudden mental health crisis derailed my studies, so to focus on my recovery, I decided to drop out. Fast forward about a year and a half, I'm preparing to confidently enter my final year of community college. And I end up getting hit by a car. As it turns out, managing insurance claims and physical recovery do not mix well with the demands of academia. However, I gathered my grit and I proudly graduated with a 4.0. This success against the odds exponentially boosted my confidence. And a year later, I headed off to Japan to live the coveted life of a cool, adventurous international student in Tokyo. Then, as you all know, a literal pandemic happened. Honestly, I'm a little concerned for what's headed for me when I go to graduate school, but I can't do much but take my chances. So, just in case. Now, seriously speaking, we all know that our educations have come to this culmination under extraordinarily unexpected circumstances. And despite this year's worth of attempting to maintain a new business as usual with a power-on attitude, I know that our lives as university students have demanded so much more from us. Following university tradition, our academic performance over this past year has been evaluated as usual. We've been marked for punctuality, participation, content memorization, and even virtual group work. Yet, these grades, while reflective of basic educational standards, fail to capture the tenacity and sacrifice that has carried us to this finish line. In the midst of completing our studies, we have been required to overcome so much, both within and beyond the classroom. Now, the toll of this pandemic that it's taking on college students is no secret. A quick Google search will tell you that over 90% of US college students are suffering from the mental health impact alone. For us, Zoom fatigue has become a norm, as we struggled with concentration and motivation in classes that may have previously come with ease. For those who chose to continue online classes back in their home countries, time zone differences have meant 11 p.m. or 4 a.m. classes, and even failing courses due to missing tests accidentally or even deadlines. Though oft unspoken, students with disabilities have lost and even been denied accommodations in the transition to virtual learning. In our personal lives, we've watched socio-political unrest erupt in our home countries and been left to process the collective trauma from afar. We've lost loved ones back home, and we've been unable to return to say our goodbyes. And with the unpredictable border closures suddenly forcing us to choose between a life here or back home, many of us are separated from friends, romantic partners, and family, while yearning for their comfort in the midst of such fierce uncertainty. Ultimately, these examples only hit the tip of the iceberg. Throughout all we have been tasked to overcome, performing our student responsibilities has required us often to suppress and compartmentalize our complex emotions and to prioritize our work over our much-needed rest. Surely, none of us imagined that our undergraduate career would end so sharply derailed from how it started. Yet, in the year and some that we have been spending this managing cycles of crisis, we have rarely taken the time to pause and acknowledge that through our hardship, we have demonstrated an incredible capacity for triumph. From discovering new creative outlets, to rapidly adapting to virtual education en masse, or developing new research and proudly earning academic honors, we students have proven time and time again our commitment to rising above adversity. Perhaps the highest testament to this resilience is that we faced each day we struggled to keep going and fought to salvage our purpose despite the crushing circumstances. We could not have predicted missing out on the full, enlivening experience of our campus and our classmates in our final time at TUJ. But while we did not choose this journey, we can be intentional with how it empowers us. We have proven far more than our academic excellence. We have proven that we are profoundly resilient, courageous, and persevering. We have proven that we can overcome uncertainty, exhaustion, loss, separation, anguish, and isolation to not only survive, but even to thrive. As time moves on, the rest of the world may forget what it meant to push ourselves past new limits to earn our educations. But if you look around this room, each graduate sitting beside you is a keeper of this collective memory. And the strength of our stories will last long after the applause of our accomplishments fade. When I dropped out of my first university, I learned a life-changing lesson. The story of your education will always be more than can be captured on paper. Likewise, everything it took for us to earn this degree during a pandemic won't be captured in our GPA, nor on the script of our diploma. So, today, we proudly celebrate our unspoken triumph. We are graduating from university during a historic, world-altering pandemic, and no matter how separated we have been through time zones, geographic distance, and virtual classrooms, together, we have beat the odds. Some of us know what is on the other side of this graduation, working in Japan, returning to a home country, perhaps the next level of studies. Some of us have no idea, or we're still sorting out this whirlwind of transition. No matter your next steps, known or unknown, I trust that if we can face them with even a sliver of the grit, resourcefulness, and perseverance that we have shown this past year and our educations as a whole, we are well more than ready for whatever comes next. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Naomi. I do agree there needs to be a special like COVID diploma or something like that to a stamp. We love stamps in Japan. We can do a COVID stamp on the back, thank you for those inspirational remarks. Our second student speaker today is representing our graduate schools. Mr. Naoto Uono received his undergraduate degree in a Bachelor of Law from Stotsubashi University in Tokyo. He's currently employed by Citigroup Global Markets Japan as part of domestic equity and OTC derivative operations. Today, Naoto is receiving his Master of Laws. Naoto.
Thank you. 3 years ago, May 2018, I joined Temple. I've never studied abroad. I've never worked at a law firm, nor in a legal division. So, enrolling in the law program at TUJ was a huge challenge for me. At first, I had to research the meanings and definitions of many legal and technical terms from class. At the beginning, it took me 1 hour to read just a single page of an old case. 2 years passed, and today, I'm standing here as a TUJ graduate. This achievement wouldn't have been possible except for tremendous amount of support that I received during my time here. Professors always sincerely responded to our thousands of questions. They were also supportive and encouraged us to learn effectively. Classmates with wide-ranging backgrounds and practical experiences provided us their learned opinions and promoted an effective educational environment. Also, because TUJ students have aspirations, they are proactive and cooperate with each other. So every semester, it was so fun, and I was so happy to take classes with my fellow law students. The admin staff provided us comfortable learning environment and sincere support, especially during this COVID situation. And thus, we could focus on our studies over the years. Mentors and friends. When I went through tough times, mentors and friends provided me emotional supports and honest opinions. They gave me the courage to go forward. Bosses and colleagues. Bosses permitted me to join TUJ, and colleagues supported my job for me to attend classes in time. Parents and family. As many students also experienced, I couldn't visit my family in person due to COVID for 1.5 years, but they frequently video chatted with me, and it really cheered me up. All of these people contributed to our graduation. In fact, graduating from TUJ is not just individual students' achievement, but the achievement of an entire community. I truly thank you all again for dedication to me and to all those who have supported my fellow graduates as well during their time at TUJ. As you know, until graduation, we experienced huge environmental changes, such as campus relocation, shifts to online classes, and shifts to working from home. But thanks to a lot of support, we successfully adapted to these changes and arrived here today as TUJ graduates. This fact provides us great confidence in the future because we have discovered that success in life comes from learning proactively, helping each other, and cooperating one another. Society is rapidly changing in so many ways, not just COVID-19. The rapid advances in information technologies, such as AI, and growing attention to SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. These will transform our lives greatly in the future. But I definitely believe that we can successfully adapt to these changes in society and make a bright future for all of us, but only if we do what we learn to do at TUJ. And work together as a community for our mutual benefit and success. Thank you all, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. Thank you.
Now to present our keynote address is a longtime friend and supporter of TUJ, Robert L. Nodden. Bob Nodden is currently the chairperson of AIG Holdings, or AIG Japan Holdings, a role that he assumed in January 2021 after serving as president and CEO of AIG for 8 years. He has worked with AIG Group for 3 decades, and he's held a number of senior positions in the US, Japan, Hong Kong, the Philippines, and Thailand. Bob is very celebrated. He dedicates much of his time promoting the US and Japan bilateral activities. He serves on an advisory council for the US-Japan Bridging Foundation, the Business Advisory Board of the US-Japan Council, and the Board of Directors of the Japan Society. He's a very active member of the American Chamber of Commerce in Japan, where he's jointly responsible for the Fortune 500 CEO Advisory Council that brings leaders of industry together to talk about business and the trade environment in Japan. In that capacity, he works in close collaboration with the U.S. Embassy and U.S. Ambassador to Japan. Bob was a member of our Board of Overseers for almost 10 years until August of 2020. During his time at TUJ, he was a staunch supporter and ally of students, giving generously of his time, wisdom, and money in support of our undergraduates, including underwriting the Nodden Scholarship that provides financial aid to deserving students. Bob earned his BA cum laude in business administration from Gettysburg College and an Asian studies degree from Kansai University of Foreign Studies in Osaka, where he has also been a visiting professor since 2017. In March of 2018, Bob received an honorary doctorate degree from Kansai University of Foreign Studies in international education. Bob is a passionate sports fan. Word has it he likes teams in Boston. And he's married with 4 children. Bob, we welcome you today.
I think they're going to run out of these little covers to the microphone. But So, Dean Wilson, Madam Chairperson, the rest of the members of the Board of Overseers at Temple University, Japan, faculty and staff for TUJ, graduates, families here and remotely, friends and guests, congratulations. Graduation Day is always a unique event, but today is truly special and amazing as it culminates, as has already been explained, a rather crazy last year and a half. Those are years that you will remember for the rest of your lives. All of us have those where were you moments in our lives. Grandchildren will ask you 50 years from now, do you remember COVID-19? What was it? Where were you then? For some of us here on the stage and maybe in the audience, we remember, for example, where we were when Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon. Yes, sadly, I'm that old. I was at my grandparents' house. Perhaps maybe a little closer to then than now, but still probably not very relevant to most of you graduates, is the question, where were you during the 9/11 events? Just a week ago, my high school daughter interviewed me on the 9/11 event for her U.S. history class. The idea that that subject is a part of history was a cold splash of water to my face. So, remember today and what it truly represents in your lives. As has already been mentioned, and the fabulous speeches so far, it would be a significant understatement to stand here today and to say to you that COVID-19 has had a massive global impact, or that it has created some very open pain sores and very genuine personal scars. To you graduates, the fact that you are here today, though, is a very real example of your adaptability and your resilience and your ability to overcome the unforeseen and very real threats and challenges that pandemic created. Your accomplishments in overcoming the challenges that COVID threw across your TUJ education process equip you in very powerful ways to take your next steps into society. Societies that today across the globe are being assaulted in new ways as well as through traditional threats. Whether we're talking about security concerns in the Korean Peninsula, health and safety issues from a pandemic, cyber threats, environmental threats from climate change, resurfaced overt xenophobia and racism, ongoing challenges for equality, growing gaps between the haves and the have-nots, and sadly a list that goes on and on, you sit here today ready. You are ready to take on the world. You have absorbed and overcome some very real blows to the traditional way that the world approached education. Virtual learning is not new, and TUJ has certainly incorporated it in the past as a component of their learning process. But never has anyone had to deal with it on this scale, nor for this duration. Educators had to reimagine how to engage and interact with all of you, and you needed to reset your approaches to, as well as your expectations for, collaboration and engagement. But you know what? Welcome to the real world. Much of what we've all faced for the last 15 months will be with us from here forward. It will be integrated into the new way of doing things. Every day you will face new threats, new opportunities, new innovations, new philosophies and beliefs that will frequently be mingled with and sometimes blurred by traditional or established views and conventions. That statement was as true 2,000 years ago as it is today. Just a few moments ago, I mentioned manned missions to the moon less than 60 years ago. And at that time, people thought that was absolutely not possible. And a few scant 60 years later, the United States now has a space military force. How quickly things can change. So, Temple prepared you, and Temple equipped you to take on these challenges, these new opportunities, these new innovations, and these new threats. The question to you, as you sit here today and celebrate that accomplishment, is what will you do with those skills Temple gave you? Will you turtle, pull in your arms and legs in your shell in hopes that those threats pass you by? Will you ostrich and stick your head in a hole in the ground and hope that nothing happens? Or will you face the fire, strap on the armor that Temple, your friends, and your family have helped you create, and turn and face the world? Pick an issue, pick a passion, pick a problem, or an opportunity to do battle and to overcome. Only you are equipped to answer that question. But I assure you, after finishing your studies at Temple, you are ready. As you look to the future today and tomorrow, and every day after today, there's only one thing I would ask, though, and that is whether you decide, whatever you decide to do so with respect and civility. I'm not sure who or what we should credit, or frankly, who we should blame for the style of engagement that today believes success is measured by how many people you can outshout, out-ignore, out-conspire against, or out-misinform. One thing we have all seen too regularly lately is that it has become okay to be offensive and obnoxious in what we say, how we say it, or who we say it to. Sadly, what that also seems to have become all too common for us today is that we no longer have differences of opinion. Today, if you disagree with me, you're simply wrong. That's a very unfortunate stance for people to take, and as a collective society that we should accept. At TUJ, with a fantastic mix of religions, of ethnicities, of nationalities, of ages and sexes, you've been part of a melting pot of variety, of diversity. So as you start the next stage of your life, I urge you to respect the diversity of experience, of age, of sex, of nationality, of sexual orientation, color, economic means. It is through those differences and with a willingness to respect those differences that we generate true creativity and collaboration. It makes change possible. It is not the weaponization of differences or the right or wrong of them that enables us to overcome challenges. It is the humanization that enables breakthroughs. Differences are what make us stronger and more resilient. They are what stimulate innovation and creativity, not what thwart them. So, congratulations on this day of accomplishment and celebration. You have so much to be proud of. Now, go out and make TUJ proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob, for that heartfelt speech and those words of wisdom. Truly wonderful. So, graduates, we're now about to participate in and witness a significant rite of passage. And rites of passage, we like to celebrate together with you, your family, your friends, and your loved ones. Gathering in community, those who love and support us have brought us to this moment. It makes the transition even easier. It's interesting when you think about what today is, we call it commencement. Commencement means to begin. You are beginning something new, a new part of your journey. And as you do that, coming together, we have the opportunity to serve community and realize that we can collectively achieve our goals a lot easier than we can do it all by ourselves. So now, the moment that you have been waiting for, the conferral of degrees. We will confer Temple University degrees today that are earned by our students.
Will the candidates for all associates, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees please rise?
Graduates, please rise.
These candidates have successfully completed all of the academic requirements of their respective degrees.
With the recommendation of the faculty of your respective schools and colleges, and by the authority vested in Temple University, by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and with the consent of the university's Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the respective degrees that you have earned with all of the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, you are now official graduates of Temple University. Please be seated. Before we move on to the presentation of diplomas, the president of Temple University, Dr. Richard Englert, would like to share a few thoughts and remarks from our main campus in Philadelphia.
Konnichiwa. As president, I want you to know just how proud all of us are of you, our incredible students who are graduating this year from Temple University, Japan. Although circumstances do not permit me to be with you in person, please know that we are celebrating your graduation today in Philadelphia. Congratulations to all of you. And congratulations to your family members and other loved ones, those who have provided you with support and with encouragement and with love throughout the accomplishments you have enjoyed and throughout the challenges you have faced. And also congratulations to Dean Wilson, to his staff, and to our dedicated faculty who had the privilege of educating you and challenging you and mentoring you. I am so proud of all of our faculty members and administrators. They are truly, truly world-class. If Temple's founder, Russell Conwell, were alive today to see the collective achievements of our graduates, he would be both thrilled and amazed. When Conwell started Temple in 1884, he could never have imagined that his initial vision would eventually result in an amazing and exciting campus halfway around the globe. Now it is your turn to put your own ideas and dreams in motion. Like Conwell, I urge you to think big and make life better for others. Even if you experience hardships or disappointments, remember the motto that Conwell left us: perseverance conquers. You have already persevered through some difficult times. We have faith that you will succeed in all the endeavors waiting you. Thank you so much for calling Temple University Japan your academic home. Knowing that you are Temple-made makes all of us Temple proud. While I am confident that you will go far, remember, the Temple family is spread all around the world. As graduates, you will always be part of the greater Temple University network of more than 350,000 alumni. Please connect with the Alumni Association and stay in touch with your faculty and friends and campus. Once again, on behalf of everyone at Temple University, congratulations to all of our amazing Temple University Japan graduates. Thank you and enjoy your day of celebration.
Thank you, President Englert. We will now present diplomas by degree, but let me pause here and acknowledge everyone who has made this day possible. We meet here today in unusual circumstances, in the middle of a pandemic, taking safety measures so that we can celebrate each one of you. Under normal circumstances, I would encourage everyone, both near and far, to yell, to scream, and to celebrate an incredible achievement that the overwhelming majority of people in the world never achieve. But today is different. Not in celebration, because we celebrate with you. But I would encourage members of the audience, instead of yelling with your voice, to yell in your heart. If we can clap instead of yell and scream, that would be even more appropriate for the setting in which we find ourselves here today. We appreciate your cooperation in that regard. So now, Assistant Dean for Academic Programs, Jonathan Wu, will introduce all of our graduates. We will begin by awarding the diplomas to our undergraduate students. Dr. Wu.
Undergrad. Undergraduates, as I call your names, please come forward to receive your diplomas. Naomi Sanika Moore. Isabel Celine Bolner. Sophia Pleibes Holm. Kate Elise Hagensen. Alicia Michelle Wilson. Amanda Kristen Dostal. Shannon Tanaka. Lorelei Ray Vandergrint. Jennifer Lynn Cumby. Anne-Marie Goh. Graduating cum laude, Nicole Jete Rogers. Joe Hoshino. Lin Ngo Fong Bui. Graduating cum laude, Marky Anthony Lee Diaz. Savan Saint Anthony Crisp. Nagisa Maeda. Renka Suzuki. Reina Aoki. Hinako Nakajima. Hinako Kita. Graduating magna cum laude, Ari Dendulk. Bryce Crow. Jasmine Minami Higa. Graduating cum laude, Mutsumi Suwa. Yui Chigira. Iori Kikuchi. Eddie Nakagawa. Itsuki Sato. Takuya Nagata. Kensho Matsuzaki. Graduating cum laude, Hirotaka Taira. Luis Cabral III. Danielle Michiko Watanabe. Ekomjat Singh Bedi. Alan Halid Sanchez Rios. Andrea Celis Codillo. Graduating cum laude, Alexander Martin Litz. Mingli Huang. Alexa Faith Bruin. Alyssa Takagi. Haruka Kavalad. Tiffany Rachel Richardson. Seito Hiruma. Miyuki Shei A. Ogawa. Maha Yaqub bin Hafez. Julia Maniwa. Takumi Takeuchi. Harumi Shimamoto. Haruna Tanaka. Sotaro Shimamura. Reina Nagao. Riku Hugo Brown. Rie Negishi. Ryota Tashiro. Satoshi Fuji. Kana Noda. Akiko Suzuki. Graduating cum laude, Yuki Kurihara. Mio Mukai. Julia Campagna. Graduating magna cum laude, Barbara Tiemi Murthy. Alicia Michael Clark. Kyoko Kubono. Anna Tateno. Akane Haga. Zina Adams Kono. Sayuri Tasaki. Mie Kobayashi. Chiharu Grace Yagasaki. Riku Sakae. Daisuke Nakajima. Hayaka. Mina Childs. Denier Wonderful Young Johnson. Christopher Diallo Turner. Karine Ariel Jackson. Elise Nicole Gould. Serena Nakano. Ricky Evans Gomez. Isadora Mara Gonzalez. Graduating cum laude, Sayaka Sue. Yuri Sakamoto. Ryu Shimada. Yuta Nagayama. Hidenori Tanaka. Reiko Endo. Haider Ali H. Al Khalifa. Genki Fukuda. James Michael Jones, Jr. Orion Fisher. Arjun Suresh. Aravind Kumar Arunachalam. Ryan John Beaton. Ryan Thomas Myers. Kenta Maeda Reed. Gaku Hamasaki. Yasuhiro Tokugawa. Bradley Michael Meyer. Karen Ito. Momo Kimura. Craig Michael Baird. Letitia Miwa Tokuda. Erica Nicole Moreno Jimison. Zachary Tyler Ryan. Lisako Wada. Ramsey A. Gomez. Eduardo B. Bahena. Aliyah Naodi Mosley. Sierra Jade Todd. Elizabeth Scott Carr. Christian Edpison Nicolescu. Natalia Deanova Yordanova. Graduating magna cum laude, Gretchen Diane Sotober. Tetsuya Higuchi. Vito Taquarilianto. Shalea Yoriko Nampe. Gregory Haynes. Kenneth Duane Connolly. Reimi Matsuzaki. Kazushi Kono. Asami Akasaki. Rikako Yokoyama. Yumide Raquel Takata. Yuzu Mishiba. Azumi Nishizawa. Kat Van Minami. Yurina Kato. Harune Nishimura. Yoshiko Harada. Mako Isobe. Henri Osada. Pei Xuan Jiang. Harriet Nakanwaji. Serena Nicole Panuelo. Misaki Tanaka. Ahmet Yumusak. Saya Yamazaki. Mariru Suzuki. Morad Atia. Pradeep Sabkota. Marina Taki. Ishvani Nileshbhai Patel. Nene Okubo. Yasmin Tarui. Hanae Takahashi Ahor. Keiji Kato. Juliette Marie France Rigaud. Sarina Karki. Gleb Galiamov. Kota Sekia. Anchal Bathra. Arisa Hosokawa. Madison Sachi Harada. Masaki Shibuya. Yuri Suzuki. Preetpal Kaur.
We will now proceed to award diplomas to the Master of Law graduates. Tina Saunders, director of our law program, will present the diplomas.
Master of Law graduates, as I call your names, please come forward to receive your diplomas. Naoto Uono. Youngkook Yoon. Miho Umezawa. Takashi Mita. Hikaru Suzuki. Shinichi Uchiyama. Hiroyuki Masui. Yoshinori Tanaka. Yukiko Kawaguchi. Chiho Inamura. Shintaro Takahashi. Yukie Inoue. Chieko Koike. Yoko Tsumori. Masahiro Watanabe.
We will now present diplomas to the graduates receiving the Master of Business Administration and the Master in Management.
Master in Business Administration, as I call your names, please come forward to receive your diplomas. Naoki Tsuji. Catherine Shepard. Master in Management graduates, as I call your names, please come forward to receive your diplomas. Yakin K. Moss. Itza Chen.
We will now present diplomas to the Master of Science in Education graduates. David Begler, Academic Coordinator of the Graduate Education Programs, will present the diplomas.
Master of Science in Education graduates, as I call your names, please come forward to receive your diplomas. Catherine Jane Yamagishi. Hazel Faith Peralta. Samantha Lauren Chen. Joel Emiko Tajima. Lok Yong Chia. Brenna Justine Johnson. Mao Jimbo. Yukiko Yoshihara. Robert Edward Schiffer II. Naoki Onoue. Miyuki Higashi. Yuka Nakamura.
We will now present diplomas to the Doctor of Philosophy in Education graduates.
I would like to invite Dean Wilson to assist with the presentation of the diplomas while I hood the graduates.
Doctoral candidates, as I call your names, please come forward to receive your hoods and diplomas. Jeffrey John Huffman. Dr. Huffman's dissertation is entitled Development of Reading Fluency During an Extensive Reading Course Incorporating Reading Fluency Tasks. Yukie Saito. Dr. Saito's dissertation is entitled Japanese High School Teachers' Cognition of the Policy of Conducting English Classes in English and Classroom Practice.
Now, to make this even more official, there's a rite of passage after you've graduated. It's taking your tassel that's on the right-hand side and move it to the left. Congratulations, it's official. So before closing today's ceremony, I just wanted to leave you with a few closing thoughts. Despite the uncertainties surrounding COVID-19, we are so grateful that we were able to hold today's ceremony. We commend everybody in the community for working hard to keep COVID-19 under control. We appreciate everyone who spent hours and hours to make this ceremony possible, and doing so in a manner that would ensure health and safety of our graduates. We are most grateful. To all of you graduates, make no mistake about it, what you have achieved is exceptional. If you've heard something today, I hope that that's one of the things that you will take away. You've distinguished yourself by reading textbook after textbook, by conquering test after test, and overcoming so many challenges to achieve your goals. But more than anything, you now have a degree that you have been chasing for years. As part of the journey, we've talked about how you've interacted with great professors, how you've met exceptional classmates, and how you have gotten to know folks who simply care about your success. In Tokyo today, it truly is a great day. As you advance to the next stage in your journey, I invite you to always focus on what is truly important. Be true to yourself. Never let others tear you down. Always look to build up those that are around you. Whatever you touch, leave it in a better place. Over the years, I've come to know many great women and men. Although they come from various backgrounds and perspectives, they all have this in common. They respect others. They work diligently. They persistently seek to achieve their goals. When they get knocked down, they smile and they stand back up and they do it again. In life, if you think about it, it really is too easy to get distracted, to become angry, to become discouraged. I think oftentimes we become too busy, or we even lose focus on what the important things are in life, namely family, true friends, lifelong learning, service, health, and true happiness. I invite you to avoid the traps of life. Instead, strive for excellence in all that you do. Make sure that you leave others better than you found them. Hug the hurt, befriend the lost, and love the lonely. And as you do that, I promise the world will become a better place, not only for you, but for everyone around you. In addition, use what you have learned to now, like your professors have done for you, to elevate, to inspire, to build bridges across cultures and across countries. Create inspiring and productive goals that fire your imagination, that create excitement in your heart, and that assist others. Not passively, but actively go after your dreams. Constantly assess where you are. Try and make the world a kinder, a better, and a gentler place. If you leave with anything today, also leave with this. Please be assured that the educational experience that you have received at TUJ, along with the friendships that you have made over the last several years, have prepared you not only for the foundation for a great career, but more importantly, they've equipped you to deal with the unexpected challenges of life. One thing is certain, those challenges will come your way. Finally, on behalf of the university, I want to wish you good fortune, good health, and continued success. And I truly hope that you will stay in touch with your Temple family. This concludes the commencement exercises of the Temple University Japan campus for the year 2021. Traditionally, we would have a buffet, a banquet, to celebrate each one of you. But out of respect for health and safety, this year, we have decided for each one of our graduates to prepare a gift bag instead. As you celebrate, I would encourage you to maintain social distancing. Do so in a way that protects everyone that's around you. And as you take away from this day, I hope that you will have wonderful memories. Family and friends, as we close these ceremonies, please remain in your seat until the stage party and faculty have left the room. Students, please stay seated, as we would quickly like to take a group photograph on the stage. The 134th commencement exercise of Temple University is now adjourned. Once again, congratulations and thank you for coming.
Graduates, congratulations once again on your achievement. Please remain in your seats until we call you forward to the stage for your group photograph. Marshals will escort you when it is your turn. Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, thank you for coming today. The ceremony is over. As you exit the hall, please leave your seat down and in an open position so it may be cleaned by the staff. ホールを出られる際は座席を下にして開いたままにしてください。Graduates, today's ceremony was recorded on video. Those of you who do not want their image included in the official video should speak to one of the TUJ representatives who are now standing at the base of the stage. Bachelor of Science graduates, please rise and follow the marshals to the stage for your photograph. Marshals, please escort the Bachelor of Science students to the stage. Bachelor of Arts, please remain seated.